Hey everyone, Philip here with Arcane Detailing. Today I wanted to go ahead and talk with you guys briefly on choosing the right detailer for you. Um, the first thing to look at is there are different types of detailers. Not everybody is the same. You have your Craigslist detailers, you have your production shops, you have your high end shops, and you have your show car shops. Each one of those detailers is going to be geared towards a specific thing. Your production shop is going to be geared towards getting a vehicle done, in and out, right out the door, as fast as possible, so they can get the next one in. So that may be perfect for you if you're not super worried about the vehicle, or if you just want to get it done and out of the way, and you're not too worried about it. Um, the next one is going to be your high end detailers. That's more or less what we focus on here. Typically, a detail can take anywhere from 2 to 6 hours. Sometimes we get into the paint corrections and the coatings, or even the total transformations of vehicles. And at that point, you could be looking at 12, 18, 20 plus hours on a vehicle alone. Our longest one to date was 26 hours on the exterior of a vehicle. So those are the types of detailers that you can expect the highest level of passion from. They're not worried about the next car. Their main focus is directly on you and your vehicle at that time. Nothing else matters to them other than your vehicle. So if you're looking for the absolute highest in quality, that's going to be your best bet to go to. You've also got the show car shops. Those are going to be the guys that typically spend a week to 2 weeks, sometimes more, on your vehicle, and they're going to be doing everything from polishing the engine bays, polishing the undercarriage, your exhaust systems, the whole 9 yards. They're going to go through your vehicle with a fine tooth comb like there is no tomorrow. Those types of shops are very few and far between, and are reserved for those that do not have a problem with budget at all. The next thing that you want to look for in choosing a detailer is going to be that they're licensed and that they're insured. As a detailer, things can go wrong very fast. You can use the wrong product on something, and it can go totally left field on you very quickly. Carpets can get damaged, plastics can get ruined. Maybe they're bringing it into their garage, and they misjudge the clearance on something, and they hit the corner of the wall. The last thing that you want to have to deal with is worrying about whether that person is insured, or even licensed to operate a business. Because then you could be stuck with the bill, and that's not something that anybody wants to deal with. So make sure that they are licensed and insured to be operating, and that they have the proper or correct coverages to be doing what it is that they're doing. The next thing that you're going to want to look for is certifications. Certifications are very important because that shows that they've put the time, the effort, the funds into learning as much as they possibly can about your vehicle, about taking care of fabrics the right way, plastics the right way, and those are going to be the types of shops that are going to be able to give you a better result and are going to be a lot less likely to cause any type of damage to your vehicle. So you definitely want to look for certifications. Some good ones are going to be looking for is going to be maybe with the International Detailers Association, maybe with their specific coating that they use. Maybe they're CarPro certified, or IGL, or G-Technic, Geon, or just a few of them. Look to see if they're actually certified to be installing their coatings. So that way you know that you're getting somebody that's trusted in that manufacturer's coating to be installing their product. So you know that it's going to get done properly. The final thing that you're going to want to look for is that you want to check and make sure that they have the proper setup to be doing this stuff. You want to make sure that they have a decent looking shop, that they've got the tools to be handling the vehicle properly, that they're following any type of guidelines that need to be followed. That's one of the biggest things that you'll see. And there's absolutely nothing against if they're working out of home. Do not take that as a bad thing. As long as that setup that they have is efficient and you feel that, these guys definitely know what they're doing, where they're located is absolutely not a problem. So just make sure that they have a decent setup to be doing it. You don't want to hire somebody that's going to be washing your vehicle under the tree outside to add a little bit of shade. If they're doing it outside or mobile or something like that, they're going to have like a pop-up canopy or something like that. So you definitely want to look for something like that. Finally, you're going to want to you want to make sure that you can actually trust the people that are running the business, or the people that you deal with on a basis when you go in there. You want to make sure that you trust them. Look into their reviews, look into anything that anybody's heard about them. Make sure you do your research before choosing a detailer, because a lot of times you can get somebody that is totally not a good fit for you, and you may end up going in there thinking that it's a cool thing because they only charge $100, but it turns out to be the absolute worst service or the worst detail or the worst interaction you've ever had in your life. So make sure you do your research. Finally, the last thing you want to do is ask questions. Don't hesitate to ask questions about their products, their methods, certifications, or any of that stuff that we already discussed. Ask them questions. If they're very serious about what they're doing, they're going to have no problem answering any questions that you have. This is a big investment for you. Maybe you spent $60,000, $70,000 on your SUV, and you're looking for somebody to help you take care of it. If that person's not willing to take the time out of their day to answer questions and help you decide what you want to do, then chances are they're probably not a good detailer, and they're probably not a good fit for you. So if you guys have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to us, and we'd be happy to answer them for you. You guys have a good day.